Hey out there, it's Randy here. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. And I'm coming in for my next week. I still haven't come up with something clever or creative to call this. Maybe I should go back and count the weeks, how many I'm post op, but it's just so many. So the title of this week is 5 years. We'll get to that in a minute. First, the numbers, because I know you all are dying about that to get to know about this. This week I weighed in this morning at 229 even, so I am down zero point 0.8 from last week, and I'm very shocked. It wasn't a bad week, but it was just kind of I had a lot of things going on, went different places, and it's just kind of hard to maintain what I was doing. So I was very surprised that I came in, zero point 0.8, almost a whole pound down. So total lost 245.9 minus 229, whatever the math of that is. I don't know right now. It'll be in the comments below. But anyway, so I titled this 5 years because on Monday, January 26th, 2015, I will be 5 years post-op, which blows my mind. It made me think about it because, and there'll be more about this next week, but I'm graduating this year, or this weekend, with my doctorate on Saturday, and it'll be exactly 6 years since I got my master's. So it had me thinking, wow, a lot of time has gone by, and it also made me think that Monday was my what do we call it, surge anniversary or lap band anniversary, whatever you want to call it, and it's been 5 years. So all day I've been kind of thinking, like, where did the last 5 years go? Not in a negative way, but just, negative and positive. It's been 5 years. It's crazy. And, trying to think to myself, am I where I thought I'd be 5 years ago? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Am I comfortable in my own skin? Am I happy with what I'm doing? I actually went back and looked at a couple old YouTube videos, some of the proof weight loss surgery works videos, and it's interesting to see that when I was a year, I forget how long I was doing this, maybe like a year out, 2 years out, there was times when I was saying that I was at 195 and I wasn't comfortable with my own skin, and I put on 30 more pounds since then. So it's interesting that I wasn't so happy then, and I'm happy. There's a lot of things that have changed in those 5 years, and I think I'm a different person than I was, and I am more comfortable in my skin, even though there still is a lot of skin. I think a lot of it was wrapped around, you have to love yourself before anybody else can, and I tied a lot of the only way that I'm going to love myself if somebody else loves me, and, meeting my fiance and realizing that, men are attracted to me and things like that. Even though I'm this size, it kind of made me put a lot of things in perspective. So there's a lot of people out there that I'm sure are in the same boat, and I always never wanted to hear it. My mom said it, friends said it, sisters said it. It'll happen when it happens. There's so many fish out in the sea, all the old cliche things. And when you know, you'll know. And unfortunately, as angry as it makes me, they were all right. It was very unexpected when my fiance and I started dating, and, and the way it worked out. Just didn't see it coming. It was straight out of the blue. So, but things that have happened in the past 5 years, and I made a list. I've lost weight. I think my lowest I got down to was the high 189, high 180, so like 189-ish. I've gained weight. As when I started this, you guys saw I was up all the way up to 230. So, I've lost it, I've gained it. So, again, there's no magic pill. This is not the end-all, be-all. As soon as I get the surgery, life is just going to be great, and I'll be skinny and thin. It's just not true. I have fear that, I possibly have grown my stomach back out. Is my lap band too tight? Do I need to get it loosened? I think I'm at a comfortable spot right now. It's just all, at this point, it's on me to utilize the tool that I was given, and to, portion control and think about what's going in my mouth, and do the exercise, and just really think about what I'm doing. I've changed jobs. I had changed jobs the last time I did this, the last go around. But same job, different location. I changed out of sanity. There were some things that were happening at a school that I wasn't too happy with, and so I wanted to go to one of our sister schools. That was a big change. Less of a commute, so that's nice. Less gas. Different people, different way of being. So a whole community change. It's been good. I'm still there. What happened? I've had a few deaths in the family in these 5 years. I've lost 2 grandfathers. I've lost an aunt that I was very close to. Lost a dog. So that's, brings on a lot of change. And, why I talk about it is because not only, it's happened in the past 5 years, but I've noticed and come to terms with that I'm an emotional eater. If I'm upset about something, I turn to food. If I'm happy about something, hey, food. Especially like a celebration, party, whatever. It's, hey, we're celebrating. Why not eat that entire cake? Who cares? But definitely on the negative emotion sides, just kind of just sink into a bag of potato chips or, whatever. I live very close to a Wawa, if you know what that is. It's, a local gas station that, like, what's the big one? Like 7-Eleven-ish, so... But walking distance, so just walk over and grab something from there. So, with death, that played a big role. My first go round of this, I took kind of a hiatus because, my grandfather dying really impacted me pretty heavily. And, that accumulated pounds. So, what else has happened? I'm becoming a doctor. So I started in the past 5 years. I started in 2011. The doctoral program, and I'm finishing it. I have finished. I graduate this Sunday, and like I said, I'll talk more about that next week. I'll give you a recap of that. So that was, a big change for me. I had to balance work, going to school at night, trying to fit in meals, eventually dating someone, family, all those types of commitments. So a lot of things were, going crazy with that. I got new dogs. I have 3 dogs now. I rescued two puppies, so I've got a crazy life with 3 dogs and just me now. I got engaged, as we said, so that's a big life change. And now we're looking at planning a wedding and where we're gonna live and all that jazz. So the last 5 years, they've been good to me. I'm not where I thought I would be 5 years ago. I really thought, I always said that, once I got the lap band, I remember telling my mom, because she had gastric bypass, that, I can go to the gym, I can work out, I just need help with what goes in my mouth. And I said that, and it was true, but I've probably used every excuse in the book not to go to the gym, or to put more food in my mouth than I actually need. So these next 5 years, I really hope to, do what I say, to do the work, to track the food, to really think about what's going into me. Do I really need it? And I mean, let's be honest, there's going to be days where I don't care, and I'm going to eat things that I'm not supposed to eat. And there's going to be days where I'm really good about it. So, I mean, and that's on me. I have to accept that and be comfortable with that. Because, I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to be so restrictive that I just hate life because, I have to eat celery for every meal or whatever. But, so I'm rambling. But, so yeah, I'm happy that I got it. I always get the question, would you recommend it to other people? And yes and no. I would recommend it if you're going to do it. If you're not, I wouldn't get it. If you're gonna, do what you're supposed to do, it's a great tool for you. If you are gonna use it as a magic pill, it's not for you. Don't waste the time, the money, the energy, the surgery, the when you overeat and it comes back. I mean, it's not pleasurable sometimes to eat. So, I mean, if you're not ready for that and you're not ready to prevent that, by doing what you're supposed to do, I wouldn't waste your time. But if you are going to use it the way that you're supposed to, and you're going to track your food, and you're going to eat what you're supposed to do and follow the rules, definitely. If it seems like it's something for you, and again, that's the biggest thing. It's your choice. It's what you need, what you want. So would I do it again? Probably. I say probably because thinking where I am and how I am today, I probably could have done it on my own if I just had the willpower, the discipline. But this is the path I chose. And so, I can't reflect too much and say that I regret it or made bad decisions. I don't regret it. I think it was the right choice at the time, and it's something that I'll live with, and I'll, continue to work on and every single day. So, yeah. So, had a good week. Some of the goals I didn't hit. I did track everything. So that's one of my biggest goals. So I'm happy that I tracked everything. I have not had soda, so I'm going on, 3 weeks strong, 22 days without soda, which is good. I did not track the water, but I was drinking more water. I tried to limit my sugary drinks as much as I could and drink as much water as I can. A friend at school or work gave me a good idea. She says she takes a tumbler, fills it with ice, puts a half a lemon in it, and puts it on her nightstand, so that in the morning when she wakes up, it's melted and it's ready to go. It's water, and then she makes herself drink that before she, she said before she goes downstairs, but I said before I leave the house. So that way, I get some water in during the day, and then I take water to work. I actually bought like a case of water, so I have it there to drink. So I'm really trying to drink some more water, because I know the other things are not good for me. Things I didn't hit, I had a goal of, that's one of them because I didn't track the water. I wanted to do the gym 4 times this week. I did it once with my friend at school. We had a snow delay, or an early dismissal for snow, so I didn't work out that day, and we had, I made excuses for why I didn't do things. But I ultimately only got 1 day in. So next week's a new week. Hopefully I'll get back at it and back on the horse, as they say. So, 12 minutes. Wow! Been rambling and talking. So I guess I'll wrap this up. I will be in next week, next Friday. I think also this weekend, kind of going along with that, 5-year post-op, I think I am going to do like a where have I been for the past, 3 years. I've been on my hiatus or my long break. So I think I'm going to put together some sort of a thing so you guys can check out what I was doing, because I'm sure you're very interested. And then next week I'll give you a recap of graduation and how my week was how my week was next week. So yeah, rambling because I'm done. So happy weekend, happy Friday. Everybody be safe out there. If you're in the Northeast, watch out for snow. See you guys.